this week was so major. We had Clash of Champions on Sunday. We had Raw the following night. We had SmackDown Live after that. And then finally, NXT goes live on the USA Network. 2 hours. But the second hour was on the WWE Network, which a lot of people were having problems with. Which, I mean, the network here in Canada, it's blasted the TV channel. So, I ain't got no issues. I ain't got no problems. I'm good, right? So, NXT being on television for the first time, I believe. Well, it used to be on the Sportsnet 360 channel here in Canada. It used to be on TV since, I think, around 2012, 2013, right? And it used to be on TV. And then when they finally put on the network, it was no more. I forgot what day it was. Maybe a Wednesday or a Thursday throughout the week. I think SmackDown was on Friday nights at that point. They went to Thursdays in 2013, or 2015, I should say. So, yeah. They go back to TV. And, dude, it felt like a takeover. NXT on USA Network this week, it felt like a takeover. Like, it honestly had a big feel to it. You know, it felt like you have to watch this show. And I'm finding out that only 1.9 million people tune into that show. And I think that's literally just the first hour. You know, I feel like, how is it going to be when it's the 2 hour, 2 hours only on the USA Network? Well, we're going to have to find that out on October 2nd. Because not this week and the next week, it will be half and half. One on TV, one on the network. This week, NXT, I swear to God, it murdered, I swear to God, it murdered everyone's expectations. Everyone was thinking anything else but what we got. I did not expect to see Imperium on NXT TV. I did not expect to see a brawl happen on the network side of NXT Live. I didn't expect Candice LeRae to win the Fatal 4-Way match, to get a title shot against Shayna Baszler. A lot of people are behind that. Me, I don't know. But then again, you gotta look at it in both ways. Like, one way, it's like, didn't this woman lose to Io Shirai at TakeOver Toronto? And I thought she was only focused on Io Shirai, right? So I'm thinking, so her objective is to make sure Io Shirai does not win this match. Well, one way she did. And another way, you look at it, it's like, well, who else do you have? I mean, Bianca Belair been built up, but I don't think anyone else want to see Bianca Belair taking on Shayna Baszler again. You have the likes of Mia Yim, which we don't want to repeat, of Toronto. I'm sorry. And Io Shirai, I mean, she's a heel. Heel versus heel doesn't really work at times. It doesn't really work that way. And, well, Candice LeRae was the one right there. So, either way, she was the only option that logically makes sense. She won. She'll take on Shayna Baszler. And we're getting that matchup on October 2nd. Which is the same night that AEW is having their TV show. Which is the same night where AEW is going to crown a first ever inaugural AEW Women's World Champion. So, Wednesdays are going to be insane. And I love it. I love it that Wednesdays are going to be lit. But Monday. What can I say about Monday? Let's see. The only thing about Monday that I loved was Bray Wyatt, Kane, R-Truth, someone else. The Four Horsewomen situation. Actually, no. The tag team match between, I believe, the tag champs, it was Bliss and Cross against Bailey and Banks, right? I wasn't really too big on Becky and Charlotte, and Charlotte Flair looks so awful. I'm so, I can't even look at her eyes. I, I, I just can't look at her anymore. She's done too much damage to where I can't even look at her and be like, yep, that's Charlotte Flair. The only way I can know that's Charlotte Flair is by her voice. That's it. Everything else, I can't tell. I don't know. What else happened on Monday Night Raw? Ricochet fucking pulled a Triple H, when he drugged Stephanie and fucking married her on my TV. Lord. Like, Ricochet, I guess, but it was worse because Maria was like, yeah, Mike, you're not the father of my child. Ricochet is, which is like, huh? It's like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait just a second. Where did this go? This whole thing went left. Everybody was like, oh, we're gonna hear Maria's freaking gender, baby child, whatever the fuck, right? All that stuff. And then you get Ricochet being the one that... So, you're telling me that Ricochet smashed Maria, got her ass pregnant, so that means he's locked up. Logically, that means he's locked up for 18 years. And yeah, that's it, right? I mean, why? And then we got a match. Ricochet's like, look, fam, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. And then we had Kanellis lose, and then for some reason Rusev came back with his weird stash. He came back, he looks good physically, and then he beats him up in Kanellis, and then wins the match, and before the match even started, I remember this very vividly. Before the match even started, Kanellis is like, okay, look, I don't care. Rusev, go take the child. I don't, whatever. And I just remember Michael Cole saying, what a loser. And I'm just sitting there like, yep, 5 years. Nice contract you signed there, bro. Yeah, looking like a rude-ass cuck, which Corey Graves actually called him on TV. Real shit. Renee Young, I think it was this Raw that Renee Young ruined my night. She ruined my night. She said mansplain. I hate that term. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. The term mansplain really says to me, I should not take you seriously. By any means necessary, I should not take you seriously because you said the word mansplaining. Just say. Anyways, that's pretty much what I can remember. Bray Wyatt was the highlight, obviously. The Firefly Funhouse, having pictures of his victims, or he called friends. Having Bray Wyatt literally stand behind Kane. And the look on his face, or like you could see behind the mask, was so awesome. It was just some scary shit. Could you imagine saying there's a mirror in front of you, right? There's a mirror in front of you. It's all dark and there's one spotlight right under the mirror. You walk towards it. And then you look at yourself and then you just see a random face behind you. That's Bray Wyatt behind you. Imagine Bray Wyatt, the way how he was behind Kane, behind you. That's how scary that was on Raw. And then he made it more creepier by crawling towards Seth Rollins, who was just chilling in the corner because he was fucking hurt from his match with Bobby Roode. Bray Wyatt is so awesome, and people are questioning, why are they giving him the Universal title now? Why effing wait? Why not? You strike while the iron is hot. How many times in WWE where the iron is hot and they don't strike? A lot. A lot has happened. The only one that can stick out to my mind right now is Luke Harper. When he was hot in the road towards WrestleMania 33 in 2017. It was like, it was awesome. Harper was over. Crowds behind him. People wanted to see Harper in the WWE Championship picture. And what did he do? Battle Royale. Because reasons. Didn't even put him in the match. Didn't even have him interfere in the match. Nothing. It was literally just Orton and Wyatt and some creepy shit in the ring. And then one RKO, bada boom, bada bing, it's over. New 13-time WWE champion. So, I'm happy that Bray Wyatt is going to become the Universal Champion. There's no fucking way Seth Rollins is surviving this one. Nope. He beat the Beast. He beat the Monster. He can't beat the Fiend at Hell in a Cell. It just can't happen. Hell in a Cell is the Fiend's playground. And now that the Fiend is a thing in the WWE, that should be his pay-per-view. That should be his show. When it's Hell in a Cell, it's his Firefly Funhouse. Have like random shit in the cage. And then let him do his shit, you know? In a way, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, you know, Seth Rollins kind of owes Bray Wyatt. If you think about it real hard. Think about it. October 2014. Who was it that attacked Dean Ambrose when he was about to beat Seth Rollins in the Hell in the Cell match? It was Bray Wyatt. I mean, yeah, it may be weird that he waited about 4 or 5 years to get fucking payback or get, get paid, freaking collect his debt, so to speak, on Seth Rollins, doing Seth Rollins a favor at Hell in the Cell pay-per-view many years ago, but they can use that for story. Be like, the Fiend, or Bray Wyatt, rather, got involved in Seth's Hell in the Cell match, benefited Seth Rollins, beat him 1, 2, 3 for inside the match, inside the structure. So there's that, but I don't think they're gonna bring that up because that's way too far of a memory that people will ever think of. So there's that. But that's pretty much it on Raw. SmackDown, I barely remember what happened on SmackDown. Yet people say it was a great show. There was some good stuff on it. I just didn't really care about the 6-man tag, even though people say it was fun. I didn't care for it, mainly because it was the New Day versus FTRKO, and I just couldn't care. I'm like, okay, after Clash of Champions, Kofi Kingston's gonna get himself a new opponent for the next pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell, because, we gotta move on. We can't have fucking Orton and Kingston again. We can't. So, when they had this match, I was like, oh my god, this feud is not ending yet. And then they had the match, Kingston won, and then all of a sudden, I had my TV on mute, because that's how much I really care about the match. I just had my TV on mute. I look back at the TV, right? I'm lying on my bed, I'm looking back at the TV, and I don't even hear, I just see his graphics on the ring, right? I see Brock Lesnar's graphics, and I can tell by graphics who somebody is, right? Brock Lesnar's graphics showed up, and then I'm like, the fuck? And I replayed it, because I'm not gonna lie, I record every Raw and SmackDown, because I can skip through commercial breaks, and in case I'm not there to watch it live, it's right there when I need it, right? So I rewind it, and the crowd, normally when Brock's music hit, people would pop, right? It's like, oh my god, oh shit, right? That didn't happen. This time it was like, oh my god, no. It was like, oh my god, it's happening. It's happening. Oh my god. Brock is gonna beat Kofi. Kofi, it was a nice reign, but it's gotta come to that's the reaction I got from SmackDown this week. Brock came out with Heyman, which I'm like, don't you run Raw? Why are you here? But then I'm like, wild card. The draft ain't happening until 2-3 weeks from now, so we still got that much time left. They come out. Paul Heyman says his shtick, crowd. My name is Paul Heyman, which is a rude, big ass reaction you hear in the background. But he just pretty much says, my client Brock Lesnar hereby challenge you to SmackDown Live, or here challenge you for the WWE Championship on SmackDown on Friday night when it goes to Fox, right? I'm just paraphrasing what he actually said. And Kofi Kingston's like, when I won this title, I wanted to be a fighting champion, so you got your match. And then Kofi, for some dumbass reason, was like, yeah, shake my hand. And Brock's like, oh, it's good. And then F5, boom. And Brock Lesnar standing tall. By the way, can Brock, please, I come out. You're not, I don't want to say you're Canadian. You probably have the citizenship. Oh, I'm just saying, look, Brock, you live in my country now. Okay, you live in Saskatchewan or wherever the fuck you live in Canada, right? I know somewhere where there's a lot of, you probably live in fucking Newmarket or fucking Thornhill or all these hick towns you got up there. You probably live up there, right? Where there's a lot of land, Aurora, fucking bullshit. Anyways, you probably live somewhere up there where there's a lot of land, right? You probably live up there, so I'm just asking, can you keep the fucking beard that you're trying to grow? Please. I'm telling you, if Brock Lesnar shows up like he did in UFC about 10 years ago to be exact, fucking had a big ass bushy beard. You're telling me if Brock Lesnar showed up with a bushy beard, the dude would not look intimidating? I mean, Brock Lesnar, when he gets to the ring, he's intimidating. But when you look at him with a baby face with no facial hair, it's like, I mean, I'm only scared of you because what you could do to me, that's pretty much it. But if you just look at his face with that beard, I'm telling you, you're going to be shitting yourself when you look at Brock Lesnar with a full-grown beard. I'm telling you. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, we'll fucking let that shit grow out when they go to Fox in about 2-3 weeks from now. Anything happened on SmackDown I can remember? Nope. Nothing much. Kevin Owens was there. Something about a lawsuit. Now some people were like, whoa. Kevin Owens, when he was in Ring of Honor, he would, terrorize shit and destroy shit and take over, blah, 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 cause chaos. I mean, this is the WWE we're talking here, number one, where creativity is not really a thing anymore, on the main roster at least, right? Number two, at least it makes sense. This is why Kevin Owens, I guess in a way, put his fucking career on the line. He did it in a way to gain Shane McMahon's interest. Why would he challenge Shane McMahon if Shane McMahon widely accepts? I understand you can easily just say, well, he says he's the best in the world, where you should take on that. Well, he's a fucking McMahon, by the way. So even if he loses the match, where if his career was on the line or his job was on the line and he lost, his ass will show up by any way, in any possible way. Shane McMahon is going to somehow come back on WWE TV. I give it about a year or two, okay? So it's not going to matter anyway. And then number three, fucking hitting him with a lawsuit. I mean, who else has done that storyline-wise? I can't think of anyone at the moment. No, I really can't. But all I'm saying is this. Hey, he said, hey, I'm going to attack you by your wallet. Because McMahons love fucking money, especially their old man. So it makes sense in a way, right? Shane McMahon's fucking theme song is "Here Comes the Money," so I'm sure he loves money, right? So Kevin Owens attacking him lawsuit wise, it makes sense. So I can appreciate that. Yeah, it's a bit lame. I get it. I get that. You know, Kevin Owens supposed to be this white hot baby face. We're supposed to come out and kick ass, even though we've seen it already with fucking Daniel Bryan. We've seen it with Stone Cold. We've seen it with this one and that one, left and right. Do we really need to see it again? People were saying that Kevin Owens is like CM Punk. How? How? Oh, he cut a promo where it sounded like CM Punk, or it reminded me of... How? Is he leaving the company? Is he going to take the title and wave at McMahon and give him a kiss goodbye? No! Oh, fucking people, I swear to God, I can't. I just can't. I can't. That's pretty much I can remember on SmackDown. NXT, Jesus Christ. Now, I was going to wait until they get on the network and then watch the show. I'm not going to lie to you, I was. But, Jesus Christ, what a show. I started watching the show, I think, by 8:30, I started watching the show. And I believe the first thing I seen was Trevor Lee, which is Cameron Grimes, right? He beat Sean Maluda, if that's his name. Yeah, right? The dude from the Cruiserweight Classic. Right. Yeah, him. The Samoan dude is probably related to fucking Roman Reigns, for all we know. He probably is. You know, if you're Samoan, you're related to the big dog. There you go. Anyways, yeah, he double foot stomped, which he used, if you look at the footage, he used one foot, but anyways, yeah. He double foot stomped Sean Maluda, did Cameron Grimes, and pinned him very quickly. And I was told that was literally 5-6 seconds. I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy. Normally people would beat somebody in like 8, 9, 5 to 6 seconds. Damn. Anyways, so I started watching from there, and then I was able to get the North American title match between Roderick Strong and Velveteen Dream, which, oh my God, that match was fire. That match, I can't say anything to make that it'll do justice. It won't. There's nothing I can say that'll do justice to that match. It just won't. It just won't. All I can bring up is the ending, you know. I'm not going to complain about the ending. Some people will be like, oh, well, Rod Strong, why did he have to cheat Adam Cole and O'Reilly and Fish get to win their matches clean? I mean, then again, it's the Velveteen Dream, where Velveteen Dream will take advantage of any situation to win, right? Velveteen Dream, he may be a babyface, but he's not a stupid one. So Roderick Strong had to outsmart him, and at the same time, he had his bros come out and support him. So it was like I don't know what the word is. I'm trying to think of the word. It was pretty much like it was like a 2-for-1 special. I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but you get what I'm saying is that, like, he had his bros come out, support him, help him out. And he took advantage of the situation. Adam Cole delivered the super kick. Roderick Strong with the second end of heartache and got the win. And Roderick Strong with his first singles gold in NXT in his NXT career. You know, I've been a fan of Roderick Strong since Ring of Honor when he beat Jay Lethal for the ROH TV title after Jay Lethal had a long fucking reign as the ROH television champion. I believe Roderick Strong beat him for it. And ever since then, I was hooked on Roderick Strong. He was a cocky guy at the time. I think he was a heel because I think after a whole year of Jay Lethal being the world champion and TV champion at the same time, he turned into a babyface. I think he was feuding with Adam Cole at the time as well. I might be wrong on that. But, yeah. Ever since then, I've been hooked with Roderick Strong. And then when he came to NXT, I was like, oh, shit. Hell yeah. Right? And then he was boring as fuck for about a year, and then he finally found something. At first, when he had that story, when he freaking did that documentary of, you know, his background, where he lived in a trailer, freaking mom shot his dad, which, that is some crazy shit, by the way. Wow. Right? You know, growing up to be a better man than his father was, or something like that, right? Having a child on the way at the time, I believe this was 2017 by this point. And then it led up to Roderick Strong getting an opportunity at the World Heavyweight title of NXT, the NXT title, right? At that point, I was very, very huge on Roderick Strong in NXT. I was already a fan of him in NXT, but I was waiting for him to find that niche, something that'll make him speak, or something that will get people speaking about him, you know? And when he was able to do that, and was able to have that classic matchup on NXT TV on the network, where he went to toe-to-toe with Bobby Roode for the championship, at that point, it's like, holy shit. And he had a feud with Sanity, I believe, at NXT TakeOver San Antonio. I might be wrong. I think that was earlier. No. No, it was Chicago. There we go. NXT TakeOver Chicago. He had a feud with Sanity before that, I believe. And then I believe, was it 2017? He started the feud with Undisputed Era, because Undisputed Era, obviously their background, no Roderick Strong, came through. And then the rest is history. Once he turned heel, and he was able to finally get that character that everybody was been waiting to get behind in Roderick Strong, because Roderick Strong's not really good as a babyface. I'm not afraid to admit it. You know, he's not as good as he is as a heel when it comes to a babyface. So seeing Roderick Strong going through all of that, all of those years, to him winning that NXT North American title, I mean, Jesus Christ, can you just say it can't be anything bigger? And plus, he's a part of the Undisputed Era, and they have all the gold. Adam Cole and Fish and O'Reilly and now Roderick Strong all have the gold. And what I would do at TakeOver War Games, which would be TakeOver Chicago 3, by the way, I would have the Undisputed Era. If they're taking on Imperium like everyone says they should, then okay, then you don't do what I want them to do. But if you take on single stars and tag team wrestlers in that match, in that environment, I would have Undisputed Era defend all of their titles in one match in War Games. That's what I would do. Say if it was against the likes of, I don't know, Velveteen Dream, Street Profits. I'm just using names for an example, right? There might be new tag teams on the way towards War Games in about 2 months anyway. But yeah, you have Velveteen Dream teaming up with Street Profits and somebody else. Ciampa. There we go. Let's Ciampa, for example. So, Velveteen Dream, Street Profits, and Ciampa, right? All take on Undisputed Era. So, it doesn't matter who wins or who gets a pinfall. If Team Ciampa beats Undisputed Era, then Ciampa gets Goldie, Velveteen Dream gets the North American belt, and Street Profits gets the tag titles. There you go. That's what I would do. That's something different. It's something, I mean, I don't think it ever happened before the War Games, right? I think War Games were just a big ass cage where people just go in and fight, and then if you survive, you survive. You don't really win a championship in. I'm sure they can do something like that for NXT TakeOver War Games 3, but we'll see about that. That's what I would do. But if they're taking on Imperium like everyone else said they should, because Imperium has been a dominant force in NXT UK, then you don't do shit. You don't do shit. You're an NXT champ taking on, hopefully, I want Imperium to win the NXT Tag Team titles, because then they have all the gold too, except for a mid-card belt, right? But yeah, that's exactly what I would do. So, with NXT being live every week, I was going to say every 2 weeks, every week, NXT being live on the USA Network, I'm hyped. I'm sad that I can't watch it on my television, like how I would watch Raw and SmackDown, but I'm not gonna let that stop me from watching it on my laptop, finding a live stream of some sort to watch it. But NXT being live, I love that aspect because I'm tired of people fucking making videos of spoilers every week. Tired of that garbage. But also, it just feels different. Even though it's just NXT and the graphics, they don't really change much. It's just that it's black and gold, like how Mauro Ronaldo always says on commentary that NXT is the black and gold brand, even though they highlight a lot of gold, a lot of yellow on the fucking in the color and the layout. But now it's literally just black and gold, which I low key like. I do. It looks clean. So, and I like the new graphics, the nameplate, everything. I watch for every little detail on these shows, and man, awesome. The only thing I don't like is fucking SmackDown when they go to Fox. First of all, their theme song. Oh my god. Did you pay attention to when they made a graphic for Kofi Kingston versus Brock Lesnar at SmackDown's Friday night debut on Fox? Did you listen to the theme song? I forgot the words. I tweeted it the second I heard it. I want to have a good time or some shit. It wasn't like the Owl City and what's that woman's name? I can't remember at the moment, but it's not that song. It's a different. It sounded like a Kid Rock song. Oh my! It sounded like something you would listen when Raw goes to Nashville and they Rawville or whatever the like. It's just. Oh God! No, I'm not digging that. Kid Rock for a fucking SmackDown theme. I was thinking something cooler, something that would get people hyped to watch. Nope. Let's go Kid Rock, because why not? He's our Hall of Famer. Next you know he'll be fucking president like Donald fucking Trump. Who knows? Anyways, NXT. Doing great shit, and I'll continue to watch regardless. I feel AEW's in trouble, but I'm not gonna be able to get those fucking morons online. Oh, AEW, it's gonna be a failure. Or flip the coin when AEW goes on TV and they do better than NXT in ratings or whatever the fuck, or by product. Oh, NXT sucks. Oh, AEW's better. AEW's the alternative. Hallelujah. Yes. AEW rules. Wednesday Night Dynamite. Fuck NXT, you marks. No. No. I'm not going to be those losers online. Hell no. Do you know what I'm doing? I'm watching NXT. I'm watching Wednesday Night Dynamite AEW. I'm watching every week. And I'm just enjoying and I'm going along for the ride. That's what I'm doing. I'm not sitting here and gonna critique one show and be a bandwagoner and fucking, stay with one show and not watch the other. Like, what is this fucking Monday Night Wars all over again? People are saying the Wednesday Night Wars. Bitch, relax, okay? Both these shows just started having their own TV shows now. Relax. Wait, okay? It's not like AEW is going to be sending shots to NXT. Why would they? If they're a true alternative, they shouldn't have to go that route. Because guess what? That's been done before by Impact, by fucking probably Ring of Honor, and probably New Japan, and WCW as well, and ECWs have done it. They all have done it. If they're truly an alternative, they should not mention or do anything to refer WWE. Simple as that. They should not do anything but, okay? They should just go, do their own thing, be the alternative that they claim to be, and do their own show. Be Wednesday Night fucking Dynamite. And then after that, wrestling fans just sit there and watch. We just watch every week. You know? I want to know what AEW's theme song is going to be. I want to know if they're going to have an intro and pyrotechnics like WWE used to do. And, yeah. I just want to see how things go. Now, I want to talk WWE Draft for a second. Because, honestly, WWE Draft, got confirmed. I think the weekend of Clash of Champions that Raw and SmackDown will have their own exclusive shows. No longer. WWE Wildcard Rule. I'm happy. Oh, hallelujah. Wildcard dies. No more. No more seeing Bayley on Raw, even though she's SmackDown's champion. No more seeing Sasha Banks, who's on Raw, going to SmackDown Live. No more Charlotte Flair on both fucking shows. We barely see Roman Reigns on both shows. None of that shit. Exclusive shows. I love it. Okay? Commentary teams, I'm hearing there's going to be a 2-man booth, which is good. Who would I have for commentary? Well, for Raw, I would have Vic Joseph and Nigel McGuinness because they're fucking great. Sad, it's crazy because Nigel McGuinness will be doing NXT, NXT UK, and Monday Night Raw. That would be a lot on his plate. I'm sorry, Nigel, but we need you, man. We need you. I'm sorry. SmackDown Live, we go the NXT route. The old NXT from 2015 to 2017. Tom Phillips and Corey Graves, because they were great before, right? I mean, someone might say, oh, well, why don't you put Mauro? You better watch your tone right there. Don't you ever mention Mauro Ranallo's name. Mauro Ranallo belongs and shall forever stay in NXT. Mauro Ranallo is needed in NXT. Without Mauro Ranallo, I don't think NXT would be that watchable. Like, yeah, the matches are there, but you also got to remember the commentary is important. It's easy for you to sit there and watch a match, but if you don't have somebody in the background calling the action, coming up with these funny whips and references and whatnot, what do you have? You have nothing. So Mauro Ranallo, being that one guy, you need him. I would not put Mauro and Beth Phoenix. No. I wouldn't do that. But Mauro Ranallo and somebody else, I don't know who, somebody, just keep Mauro Ranallo there. So you have the voice of NXT, Mauro Ranallo. You have the voice of SmackDown, Tom Phillips. And the new groomed voice of Monday Night Raw in Vic Joseph. But what I'm hearing is Michael Cole is going to SmackDown. Unless Michael Cole is going to be his old version of himself in 2002 to 2008, where Michael Cole was fucking funny, entertaining, actually worth listening, and did his best work. Unless he's going to go that route, I don't care about Michael Cole. I just don't. But they have Raw with Vic Joseph and a black dude, which I forgot his name. I keep thinking Brad Maddox for some reason, but that's not his name, right? Some black dude. He joined NXT, didn't get a TV shot. He went on commentary for 205 Live for about 2 weeks, and now he's on Raw. I mean, that's huge, but then again, nobody really cares about Raw. Everybody's still talking about SmackDown at the moment, and NXT. So, right now, the talk of the town in wrestling right now is NXT, AEW, right? Back and forth. SmackDown, and then Impact Wrestling going to Access TV, and Anthem buying Access TV. That's like the only thing people are talking about at the moment. Nobody's talking about Raw. Nobody's talking about NJPW at the moment. Nobody's talking about NXT UK at the moment. So, yeah! There you go. I can't wait. October is going to be a lit month, man. Starting October 2nd. It's like the blessed week of your life, I'm telling you. Or for me, at least. For me, let's see. We got Raw on Monday, the last Raw before October, right? The last Raw of September. Which is, I think it's, not next week, the week after. We have Raw. Then we have NXT and AEW. Back to back, right? Or at the same time, live simultaneously, I should say. Then you got SmackDown on Friday, which I don't know if it's live or not. People are telling me, oh, it is live. It's that they took the live out of the logo, out of the name. I don't know if you pay attention, people out there, but whenever whenever WWE, okay, whenever WWE has an event, or whenever they're promoting an event, they have the word live, and they say the word live. Okay? What's going to happen next week live on Monday Night Raw? What's going to happen live on NXT? What's going to happen at Hell in a Cell when Bray Wyatt takes on Seth Rollins for the Universal title live on pay-per-view and on the WWE Network? They always say the word live. I have yet to hear the word live whenever they mention SmackDown going to Fox. So again, tell me, is SmackDown going to be live on Fox? I don't care. People are saying, oh, that's what Fox wants. Well, what they want and what's going to happen is two different shits, okay? So I want to know, is it happening or not? Is SmackDown going to go back to its old route, being taped on Tuesday, posted on Friday, like in the fucking YouTube video? Or are they going to be live? That's what I want to know. Because I don't want if SmackDown goes to taped on Fox, is it worth watching? People are going to get the results literally on Wednesday morning and then be like, oh, okay, here's what happened. So-and-so won. Brock Lesnar won the WWE Championship. This one showed up. That one showed up. Blah, 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 blah. There you go. Or, here's what could happen. Is the first show is live. But then the second show, and the third show, and the fourth show, and the fifth. Yeah. Moving forward will be taped. I don't hear the word live. That's what you guys need to fucking realize. If they say the word live for Raw, NXT, pay-per-views, why aren't they saying live for Fox, for SmackDown? I understand that they took the word live out of the fucking name, but where's the word live whenever they mention these shows on commentary? I don't hear the word live. Once I hear the word live, then I'll be like, okay, I'll shut my ass up now. But until I hear the word live for SmackDown going to Fox weekly every week, then I'm going to say I told you so. I'm going to say, yeah, who was fucking right? That pay attention to detail. People always say pay attention to detail. That's the biggest detail that I pay attention to every week. If I don't hear the word live, then it's not live. I used to think Raw was live whenever they went to overseas. I did. But then I realized, oh, when they show a nameplate of where they are in the city, right? When it's the United States or Canada, right? North America, whether it's East or West Coast, it would say the word live somewhere where it has a nameplate for an arena, right? For the area that they're in. When they go overseas, it shows where they're at, but it doesn't say the word live. So, pay attention to that little detail. Like I said, if they say live, then it's going to be live. If it doesn't say live, then it's not going to be live. And I'm right. And you're wrong. So I have to wait and see. As far as the draft goes, who goes where, I want things to be different. But obviously that's not going to happen. I would put the Universal Champion on SmackDown. And I would put the WWE title back over on Raw. That's what I would do. Make things different. Because Universal title been on Raw for about 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Good God. 3 years. And I understand that. It's a Raw title. But so was the World Heavyweight Championship in 2002. Remember that? Triple H was given the world title by Eric Bischoff. It was given to him when Brock didn't want to show up on Raw anymore, wanted to be on SmackDown exclusive, right? And then until 2005, they switched it up. Let the world title, who was held by Batista, go over to SmackDown, and Cena was the WWE champion going over to Raw. So I will do the same thing here. I will let Kofi Kingston or Brock Lesnar at this point go to Monday Night Raw. But then again, that's not going to happen because, again, Fox. But that's what I would do. If I could let Kofi Kingston go over to fucking Raw, I would. And let Seth Rollins go to SmackDown. Make things different and fresh and new storylines. And, creativity might be there. But, I don't know. That's pretty much what I would do. But as far as the mid-card titles go, I can care less who goes where with the mid-card titles. I can care less. I always feel like Raw should always have the U.S. title and SmackDown get the IC title. But maybe they can switch it up. Maybe the U.S. title go back to SmackDown and IC title go back to Raw. And I don't know. We'll see. I would love to see AJ Styles on SmackDown Live again. But then again, nope. We've been there, done that. It's only been about how many months? Like 5 months since he's been on Raw? No, he somebody's been on Raw but hasn't been on SmackDown. That's who I would change. Like, I can't think of anyone who's been specifically on one show for too long and then go to the other brand. I won't be surprised if they put Roman Reigns on Raw again, but then again, Fox, so he might not go anywhere. I don't know. I'm trying to think of anyone on the roster. I can't really think of anything. Let me just look at these rumor roundups before I leave real quick. Okay. Let's see. Rumor of the day. Current plans call for the new Raw commentary team to be Vic Joseph and Dio Madden. Former football player Brendan Williams. Currently announcing 205 Live, according to Russell Votes. So, that's who the guy is. WWE added at least a year of injury time to Jeff Hardy's contract per Fightful. That means Jeff Hardy's locked up until 2021. And even if Matt opts to leave when his contract ends next March, signing the Hardy Boys isn't an option for AEW or anyone else. Why? AEW, that's why. Based on cable satellite listings, it does appear that AEW's TNT TV show will be called Dynamite, which it is. It's called Dynamite. I love it. Wednesday Night Dynamite. They're not like fucking Ring of Honor or Impact Wrestling or NJPW without a freaking name. Are you talking about the company or the TV show? Oh, let's talk about Impact. The TV show? No, the company. Come on. AEW got this right. Tony Khan in that press conference after All Out. I swear to God, Tony Khan was thinking the same thing that I was thinking, okay? So there's that. It's a bit confusing that when you talk about the show, you might be talking about the company. So there you go. Kathy Kelly will be working with Renee Young on WWE Studios show for FS1, says PW Insider. Kelly will split her time between LA, Los Angeles, and for that, and Orlando for NXT. Don't really care, but yeah, okay. Because Are You Ready by AC/DC was used in a video package for Kofi Kingston versus Brock Lesnar, and because Vince McMahon is a big fan, reportedly, of the band, WrestleInc speculates it will be SmackDown's new theme on Fox. That's the horrible theme song I heard. AC fucking DC. Haven't had a good song to me since WrestleMania 25. I want to have a good time. I don't know how it goes, but it was dreadful. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's news roundup for, I believe, the 19th. This is for the 20th. The new plan, says the Observer, is for Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns to team up together instead of feuding with each other. And I figured that would happen, so I think at Hell in the Cell we might see Big Dog and Big Beard, or Big Dog and Daniel Bryan teaming up against the Bludgeon Brothers, because they're wearing the same pants, so I figured they might be going back to Bludgeon Brothers like gimmick. We'll see. I don't know if we're going to see that big ass hammers they used to have. Those Thor looking like hammers. But if that's the case, I would have the Bludgeon Brothers beat Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan, because if they lose, they'll look like the biggest joke on SmackDown today. So you gotta let them win. You can't let Rowan beat Big Dog Roman Reigns at Clash of Champions, and then Hell in the Cell Roman Reigns fucking beats him. Come on, that's weak. You gotta let the story keep going. I would build up these guys and let them go on to win tag team titles, later on in the year. That's what I would do. Fuck it. Why not? Luke Harper has signed a new deal with WWE, according to Wrestling Observer newsletter. They also say he didn't get a call about his return until September 13th, just days before his actual return happened. So that's just sad that they have. Why? What? I don't get it. You have a great dude in Harper, and you just wasting this guy. Oh my God, yo. Who do we have that can help Roman beat Roman? We could use Daniel Bryan, but people think that's whack. What's that one guy again? That one guy. He's tall. He has hair. He's had a big beard. I forgot his name. Heather? No. Heath? No. Stephen Harper, is it? Harper! There you go! Harper! That's... Oh my God! I guarantee you that's probably what it was backstage. Come on! Sad. Per PW Insider, Leo Rush has been planned to return to NXT since he disappeared from television back in May, which is great. Triple H. I heard Triple H is a big fan of Leo Rush, saying he's money, which he is, so good on that. Well, I popped when he came. I popped when he announced that Leo Rush came back on TV. I was like, I can't take a lap. My boy is back. I love it. Leo Rush looked great. Man, I thought he would give up. I thought he would tap out to the Single Leg Boston Crab by Oney Lorcan, but no, not the case there. Not the case there. Pro Wrestling Sheet says Joaquin Wild suffered a broken eye socket months ago and was forced to get surgery recently. Who is Joaquin Wild again? Oh, that's is that DJZ? Yeah, that's DJZ. I'm gonna look him up. That's DJZ. I knew it. Well, I'm like, that name sounds familiar. Joaquin Wild. So that's sad though. He just started in NXT and he got fucked up. That's crazy. That's professional wrestling for you guys. Like it's crazy. Square Circle Sirens recently noted Indy Hartwell signed with NXT or signed with WWE for NXT. And she was backstage at this week's show. Okay, cool. So new star on the horizon. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Oh, this whole thing with Kenny Omega, I'm not gonna really talk about that much. He's trolling. I can tell he's trolling. Kenny Omega has friends in the WWE. I know that. Kenny Omega, I'm sure he's a fan of the WWE. Regardless of what company he works for, I'm sure he's a fan somewhat of it. I'm sure he's a big fan of NXT. So, Why would he say shit about NXT? Because he's trolling and working. Even though it might come off as weird or stupid the way how he's trolling people, the way how he put it. But at the same time, he's working, y'all. So, it is what it is. October's going to be lit. I can't wait. What do you guys think? Leave your comments down below. I am tired. You can tell by watching me for 55 minutes. My eyes kept, whenever I close my eyes, I just feel like I want to sleep. I feel good about that, but, leave your comments down below. What do you guys think about NXT going live on TV? Do you think it was a success? 'Cause I do. I think it is, obviously. What do you guys think about the draft? What would your commentary team, be like with Raw and SmackDown? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Facecam is back, even though I've been sick for the past 2 weeks. So, please allow your boy with that. Hope you guys enjoy it. Like, subscribe. Universe more videos are coming out. And I'll see you guys next time. And I'm out. Later.